it's so good to see you, Kate.
Hi, thank you. It's so good to see you too.
Thank you so much for joining me for this interview today.
Yeah, thank you so much for asking me.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, so first of all, just for the people watching, Kate was a part of the crew for Life in a Vial. She was like my script supervisor. She was my right-hand man, you know what I mean? Um, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the questions. If I'm correct, this was actually your first time on a film set. Is that
It
true?
was, yeah.
Awesome.
Yes,
So
yeah.
how was that experience for you being on set?
It was honestly eye-opening. I mean, it was just so interesting to see how much goes into it. And, this was a small production, but it was just so interesting to see that on even such a small level, there's so much that goes into it.
Absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
so then I also just want to talk a little bit about you, because you have Wegener's disease, which is also an autoimmune disease, just like diabetes is. And I just want to hear a little bit about your experience battling your disease, and if you've done any advocacy work for
Yeah.
vasculitis, I'd love to hear about that too.
Yeah, so Wegener's granulomatosis is a super rare form of vasculitis, and it's super rare for young people, so it was very random. But I was very lucky that I went into remission relatively quickly, within like 2 months of diagnosis. And, it's been very, very eye-opening for me, especially like that to see that there's not a lot of awareness around autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. Like a lot of people are very, very uneducated about
Absolutely.
autoimmune diseases. I mean, I had a lot to learn because I was diagnosed just 2 years ago. And so, I mean, you were diagnosed when you were quite young.
Yeah.
And so it was so much, different being immersed into this community all of a sudden. And it's just a big change.
Mm-hmm.
I have donated to the Vasculitis Foundation to help. Vasculitis Foundation actually, they help research vasculitis and find new treatments, and they help patients with vasculitis and doctors be more educated about vasculitis. I've done that, and I've also been pretty open about my story on social media just to help spread awareness and educate. And I would recommend that others with chronic illnesses, if they feel comfortable, to share your story and to make other people known about your condition, because as much awareness as we can get, we should take.
Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
agree. I think that's so amazing. I feel like, we're friends, so I've gotten to see not only prior to your diagnosis, but your journey with your disease. And it's like been so inspiring because you are very proud to talk about it. And it is a huge part of your life. And I love that you don't shy away from like educating others. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And I just, it was so helpful because when I got diagnosed, you reached out to me and were like, I also have autoimmune diseases. And, you build this like community and you can just talk to each other. And it's so helpful when you find others that you can share your experiences with, because it's very different. It's very different. Yeah.
And it's good to have a community of people who relate to you and who share your struggles and who also want to make an impact and make a difference.
Right.
And that's kind of why I'm making my film, because I feel like this is a topic that, is underrepresented, that people need to talk about more. And so thank you again for being a part of this interview.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for asking me. I enjoyed every second. Thank you so much. It's so important. This is such a good message.
It's so good to see you. I'm just so happy. Okay, so my film comes out on May 14th. It's also my birthday. But yeah, I'm really excited. So once it comes out, feel free to share it with your friends, your family, anyone you can think of. And stay tuned, guys.